Wow, what a great day in a great country. Good afternoon. Thank you, CPAC. Thank you, Center for Fundamental Rights. It is so good to be back in Hungary, the country of my ancestors. You see, I'm the son of a Hungarian mother, grandson of Hungarian grandparents, and I'm here because of my passion for the love of my Hungarian heritage and because of my gratefulness of my American citizenship. My great-grandfather, Louis Kerekes, migrated legally from Hungary in the late 19th century to Cleveland, Ohio, which is still one of the largest Hungarian diasporas in the United States today. My mother, as I said, was the daughter of a Hungarian. My father was the son of an orphan, so I have the blessing of both. I have Hungarian roots and conservative heritage. One of the reasons I was proud to accept your invitation today is because this country, Hungary, in Central Europe, has steadfastly upheld its culture, its traditions, its religion, its families, and its people. Hungary honors its ancestors by preserving the hard-won culture it has created. Hungarians suffered, fought, bled, and died for freedoms its culture now represents. Hungarians have resisted and persevered. During my 8 years in Congress, I co-chaired the American-Hungarian Caucus and spent much of my time working to build stronger relations between our two countries. In August of 2016, I was incredibly honored to be awarded Hungary's Knight's Order of Merit for the work I was doing to strengthen Hungarian-American relations. In 2018, I led a bipartisan congressional delegation. Thank you. Thank you. I led a congressional delegation, bipartisan, believe it or not, to meet with Prime Minister Orban, as well as members of his cabinet and members of the Hungarian parliament. It was interesting for me, but more interesting for my congressional colleagues, because they had an opportunity to learn firsthand the significance Hungary has had in the development of European policies over the last 100 years, and still today plays a significant role as a model of what is right with conservative leadership and how that leadership prospers a nation. I continue to encourage my colleagues in Congress to travel here to Hungary and learn of how much we have in common. I laud my friends in Congress, Congressman Andy Harris and Congressman Warren Davidson, who will be here later today, to continue their efforts to strengthen our relations. You know, over the last 150 years, ever since Lehos Kossuth was the first foreign leader ever to address a joint session of Congress in the United States, our nations have shared much in interests. Though we're not always on the same side, it was through our continued building of bilateral relationships with each other that we have been able to build a conservative base in both countries and enjoy many of the common benefits that conservative principles and values provide. What are those? Well, first of all, those values include our faith. You know, the Hungary Helps program is a unique one of a kind. It is a program to assist in bringing aid and relief to persecuted Christians in the Mideast. As small as a country that Hungary is, when it comes to faith and practicing that faith in the likeness of God, Hungary is a giant. The Judeo-Christian values of American conservatives also recognize the importance of our relationship with God in the foundation of building our great nation, and today, most importantly, in needing that faith to sustain our greatness. We share the value of family. You know, conservatives understand that the key to developing a prosperous and sustainable nation is to grow their population. So many developing countries today have either a near zero or zero population growth. I ask you, how can a culture, let alone a nation, survive if it does not encourage the growth of families so as to increase the population of its citizenry and carry on those cultural traditions which are so crucial to the heritage of that nation? Through Hungary's family policy, women who have children don't have to pay taxes. The family housing subsidy provides a financial path for families to be able to afford a home and raise their family. These pro-family policies are crucial to the central growth of a nation, and conservatives believe in pro-family growth. While other nations ignore the sustainability of their culture, Hungary is providing incentives to grow and expand to the next generation, who will further expand the culture and economic benefits of being Hungarian. Likewise, in America, conservatives believe in a strong family unit. Our nation provides a $2,000 tax credit to families to have children, to assist in having children. In fact, in the pending reconciliation bill now before Congress, conservatives have raised that amount to $2,500 and have thrown in a $1,000 Trump bonus to a family for each birth of a child. Families are the core to building a prosperous nation and for carrying out, again, our cultural traditions and heritage. Conservatives also share love of country. It's what I like to call patriotism. One of the reasons we're here today. Patriotism is not a radical concept. Rather, it is the power to protect a nation's citizens from tyranny, a respect for the rule of law, and a preservation of our national sovereignty. Hungary has been a leader in this area, and immigration is one example. Now, I was here 10 years ago. In 2015, you may remember that, the onslaught of migrants illegally entering Hungary. It was Hungary that took a stand, contrary to the EU, but for the betterment of Hungary and its citizens by securing its border to restrict these illegal crossings. I saw the train station in Budapest being overtaken by illegal immigrants. I saw Hungary being blamed in the press for human rights violations when, in fact, what they were doing, it was what any patriotic nation should and would do, and that is to protect their people and their sovereignty. Thankfully, Prime Minister Orbán is taking this immigration crisis seriously with his comprehensive approach to border security and immigration enforcement that has been effective in controlling illegal immigration and protecting Hungary's borders. Hungary's immigration policies deserve recognition nationally and praise for their effectiveness in protecting the interests of the Hungarian people. By placing strict limitations on immigration and prioritizing the well-being of Hungarian citizens, Hungary has shown itself to be forward-thinking and a responsible country. This approach not only ensures the safety and security of your people, but also allows you to maintain your unique traditions and a way of life among a diverse population. And, you know, believe it or not, in America, we too had some immigration issues. In fact, it was finally under the leadership of President Donald Trump that our borders were also secured. In his second administration, under his leadership, illegal crossings into America have been reduced drastically by 95%. America was also accused of human rights violations, but President Trump also did what was necessary to protect the citizens of the United States and our sovereignty. You see, that's what patriots do. We band together to protect the safety and security of our people. Patriotism is the recognition of the love of our country and determination to respect our national sovereignty. Conservative Americans and Hungarians alike rely on their patriotism to build stronger, safer, and more secure nations, not while building barricades between our allies, but rather by building bridges of cooperation, cultural, economic, and political cooperation. Our conservative values of faith, family, and patriotism matter. They matter because those values work. As America continues to strengthen its economic and cultural and political bonds with Hungary, this strong bilateral relationship will not only benefit our two countries, but it will also be an example of how to better our relations with European nations. You see, our European friends, they may also seek prosperity. They may also seek cultural preservation. They may also seek national security, and I hope they do. And they may also seek protection of their own sovereignty. But we know, and they should know, The cooperative multilateral relationships between freedom-seeking patriotic nations are key to the survival of a free world. In fact, what our European friends need to recognize is that patriotism, the patriotism that I speak of here, the patriotism that all the speakers and that we share here today, is necessary to build these bonds of economic and political cooperation and does not require the surrendering of each country's heritage and traditions. The warm relationship that President Trump and Prime Minister Orban stands in contrast to former President Biden, who despised Hungary for steadfastly upholding its conservative values, upholding its traditions, upholding its religion, upholding its families and its people. Biden's pressure campaign and one of America's closest partners, Hungary, was foolish and represented an alarming step backwards in our relationship with Hungary. With President Trump, America and Hungary have never been closer. We share much in common, including that both our nations have fought for freedoms. There are many conservative members of Congress who, like me, want to see Hungary as a beacon in the West, and we are working tirelessly to bond with Hungary and to enhance that bond. So, fellow patriotic conservatives, the time has again come to be leaders of freedom. We know our conservative values work. History has proven that. Let us go from this great city of Budapest and not be silent, but rather be an action of change and be that loud voice of patriotism that our conservative principles compel us to be. May God bless and continue to bless our great nations. Köszönöm CPAC, Köszönöm Hungary. Thank you.